Hello, this is an adaptation of the CarveWright tutorial. Since the original lesson had no audio, Bud is going to assist those of us that like to hear the lesson at hand as well as read the notes. Bud will use a goal pointer and the actual tutorial will use a white arrow. All movement, other than the goal pointer, is done by the original lesson. This lesson is about the text tool.
Hello, this is Bud. This CarveWright lesson covers the text tool. The text tool allows you to place and manipulate text in any font that you currently have on your computer. It can be accessed by selecting the font icon on the main toolbars or by selecting it from the drop-down menu under the carving heading in the main menu bar. So they're going up to the T and coming back to their workpiece. Select a placement point on the workpiece. The center of the text box will be placed on this point, much like a library pattern would be. Wherever you put the pointer, that's going to be the middle, but you can move it. Type your text. You can select what you want. I think I'll cover that in a minute. Preview box displays the results of your choice in real time. Select a desired font and click OK. You can now see the resulting text centered in the placement point that you originally selected. Let's explore other options available in the text tool by reopening the text you just placed. There are 3 ways to reopen the text. First, double click on the text itself. Second, select the edit text from the drop-down menu under the tools heading. And third, highlight the text and right click and a menu will appear and you can see the items available. We will use option 2 for this example. So they're going to go up, it's highlighted, they're going to go up to tools, text edit text I should say. You can now modify your text in several ways. You can change the font, you can add additional or different text, or modify what you already have, and the enter key will send you to a new line. So if I want to put something underneath this heading as an example, I would hit an enter and I would be on a new line, just like in word processing. I can change the justification. That doesn't move it on the piece. It just changes it within the text box, whether it is centered, whether it is left justified, right justified. I can make it bold or italics or whatever. I can change the spacing between characters. Right now it's set at 0, which is standard. Here I changed it to 58 and you can see it's kind of just out. Okay, we'll go back. There's a 0. There's a 58. I can put an arc on it. They put 123 degrees on the arc and you can see what happens there. When you're happy, select the OK button and place it on the workpiece. And there we have it. Like any other library element, the text can be manipulated. You can resize by dragging the control point. So they're going to grab this red side here and just drag it to make it larger. move it on the workpiece, come inside. It's just like we move a picture or whatever on our other programs. Highlight the text box, and clicking the right mouse button will allow you to see all the options available with respect to the text. In this case, we're going to center it above the vertical axis and then mirror it about the horizontal axis. So they're going to click on it, they're going to go up to center, and they're going to click on center horizontal. That's left to right. Now they're going to come to mirror and vertical, and there we have it. Turn off the wood grain to see the detail in the text by selecting the toggle texture icon in the main toolbar. They're on the icon and I click, and there you just get a feeling for it. There are 3 different distinct modes for carving the text: raster, outline, and centerline, each with its own very unique look. Raster mode: this mode creates the text by carving one thin line at a time. This is how all of the library elements are carved, and is analogous to how a paper printer builds its image line by line. This mode uses a 1/16 inch carving bit. And you see right here they have chosen the raster. And OK. And there you see what the raster looks like. Once back in the board view, the depth of the text can be changed by modifying the depth field in the main toolbars. We will rotate the workpiece to get a better view of the depth change. Change the depth of the raster text through the depth box on the toolbars. So they clicked on it, and they're going to depth, and they're going to make it less. They're making it 1/10. Okay. The outline mode. In this mode, the software first generates an outline of the characters. The software then assigns a bit to this path, which the machine will then trace out. This is what is called a vector path. By default, the software will assign a 90-degree V-groove bit to the path. You may alter the bit as well as the depth in the input boxes of the board editor. Move it back because I'm not sure where it's going to go, and click OK. There you see it's done the outline. Change the depth. It was 63/100, and they're making it 1/4 of an inch. Change the bit selected to trace the path. So they're going to click on the bit, and they're going to do it a 60-degree groove. So the outer edge will be a little sharper. Centerline mode. A V-groove bit is used to create this effect. First, the software generates the centerline trajectory of each character. Then creates a depth profile along that centerline trajectory. That will result in the correct character width, meaning the deeper the V-groove is plunged, the wider the cut at the surface of the workpiece. The Centreline Mode is an additional module for the software and does not come with the basic package. There is an extra charge. And I'm going to click OK. I'm just going to turn the piece so you can see it. That's what the Centreline looks like. Here are the three text modes displayed together. Notice that each is using the same font. Just turn it so you can see what they look like on the side. Remember, the only one that changed the depth on was this one, but the others may have followed suit, I'm not sure. And that appears to be the end of the lesson.